CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans defeated the Denver Broncos on Sunday with a final score of 22-17. And man, I have to say, for starters, I am an Ohio State fan, so I was very much high on CJ Stroud coming out. You know the whole stigma about Ohio State quarterbacks. Oh, they can't produce a good quarterback. Blah blah blah. The whole nine. And then CJ Stroud comes into the league and 13 starts into his career. We're going to have to revisit that conversation because, man, I can say with confidence, a hint of bias, but I don't even think I'm really being biased. I truly believe that CJ Stroud is on pace to be the best rookie quarterback ever. And I mean that literally, the best rookie quarterback ever. We have never seen, it's only a handful that we've seen come into the league and be able to produce plays like a perfect example like this one. He's under pressure, as you can see in the circle near midfield. Now, on this play in particular, he has Schultz underneath, which was interesting because this is late game situation. You need to get out of bounds. He sees Tank Dell up top, but he sees all that space. And he, instead of hitting Schultz, he's going to take the risk of fitting in this throw. And I mean, he drops an absolute dime in crunch time to get them down the field. And as if that wasn't, and you feel me, as if that wasn't impressive enough, he followed this play up with, I mean, these are back-to-back plays. These are veteran plays that some veterans aren't even doing. You got Schultz coming out on an option route, going to the short end of the field, going towards the 10. You got Noah Brown running a clear out. It's basically a crosser. He's not really the read. He's just trying to move that safety that's standing roughly at the 5. And they're trying to hit Tank Dell on this like delayed post where he's going to shimmy, kind of hit him with the little two-step once he gets to about the 5-yard line. And I mean, the DB had no chance. I mean, Tank Dell hits him with the move, and boom, Stroud hits him right in the money, right in the breadbasket. And that was the game-winning touchdown to beat the Bucs. And I mean, this man is making plays that veterans aren't even making. We have never seen a rookie be this good out the gate. One of the highest rated quarterbacks on PFF, leading the league in passing yards, 20 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. I mean, he's literally on pace to be, second all time in passing touchdowns? I mean, big time throws, you name it. The kid is good. However, he is very good when kept clean. Third in the league. But even coming out of the draft, it was a bit of a critique that he was not good under pressure. And I mean, dropping almost 50 points in terms of passing grade under pressure is a big drop off on top of the 8 turnover worthy plays. So he has to get rid of the ball quicker as well, with his time to throw being 30th out of 38, which is surprising to me because I mean, he definitely got rid of the ball quick in college, but obviously NFL is a little bit different. But he definitely processes good, which is what I thought was interesting about his time to throw. Because even on a play like I'm showing right now, I mean, he looks to the left, comes back and hits the dig. I mean, he processes pretty quick, but he is holding on to the ball a little bit, taking a few bad sacks. It's not, I don't think it's like the biggest issue ever, but it has to be corrected. But he is literally on pace to pass for 5,000 yards, which will be by far the most ever by a rookie. And as I stated before, he's going to finish second behind Hurd for touchdown passes, the most ever by a rookie, if he stays on the pace he's at with 28 and only finished with 7 picks. But a play like this drove me crazy when watching his film because you normally don't see him make a mistake like this, but everyone's covered. And he has 3 people blocking one person. And you would think he's going to run to the left with all that green grass over there. I mean, the closest person is a linebacker who's literally in the middle of the field. But instead, he's going to try to force it in there. And, I mean, Stroud, you're not going to get away with that. I mean, you've gotten away with it a few times this season, but they adjust. And them linebackers ain't playing. Them corners, them safeties, they eventually adjust. And he's going to have to correct that. But besides that, there's really not much to critique about Stroud. I'm not even trying to sound like I'm quote unquote glazing, but it really ain't much. He's top 10 in deep passing grade. He's like top 3 in deep passing grade with a 97.3. his intermediate grade is top 10. He's like a 90.3, I want to say. I mean, this kid is really good out the gate, and I love to see it as an Ohio State fan. And then we can't forget about the defense, who is much improved from last year. I mean, obviously there's still holes on the defensive end, but Blake Cashman has not been one of them. I didn't even realize he was one of the better linebackers, and he's going to be one of the better young linebackers coming up. Passer rating allowed is good. His coverage grade is good. I mean, he's third overall defensive grade in terms of linebackers. And then that's before you even mention the two top 3 picks they've had in Anderson Jr. and Stingley. Anderson Jr. has been good. He has to get his sack production up, but he's been good in the run game. He's definitely creating pressure. And then Stingley Jr., I mean, he's only played 6 games and he's second in picks. Now, obviously, he just came off a 2-pick game, but nonetheless, he's tied for second in picks and he's top 10 in coverage grade while only playing 6 games. So the defense is starting to come along and start to have the playmakers that they drafted. Just, you feel me, start to make plays. So as long as they fill in the holes in the rest of the defense through the draft, improve this offensive line so that Stroud isn't back there, either running for his life or just in general, he does hold the ball sometimes. Maybe he can get rid of that thing a little bit quicker because, like I said, offensive line is not that good. But with a few changes in terms of how they draft and just free agent signings, this team could be making some noise in the AFC South very, very soon. Like much, much sooner than we expected because of CJ Stroud. And man, I am excited to see what the Texans' future is going to look like with CJ at the helm.